Pro, bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake, and O. Sports professor, you know, we Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professors spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girls' DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands, just like a sword. They pretend, ain't no defense. I get it in.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, Jake, and O. Sports professor, you know, we Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake, and O. Street! Stop.
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, know you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Caught filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, go home, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now.
You want more than China, baby. Madison.
You a squad, know you're looking man down.
What up?
What's going on?
It's the bottom line. Let's go. Let me fix this up real quick. Get on the right format here. Yeah, welcome to the Bottom Line Sports, episode 143. 143.
Yes, sir.
I'm Flo. That guy right there is Canteen. The guy in this corner down here, that's Omar. He's somewhere around. I don't know where Hot Take Jake's at. We'll figure it out, I guess. Who knows?
And
What happens when they lose, Canteen?
hey,
You know what happens when they lose?
we had a lot of chatter in the comment section earlier today, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm at work typing on my computer. I keep hearing
And then nothing. The show shows up and there's no Jake. All right, welcome to the show. This is the Bottom Line Sports. Got the flag up. Election day. You haven't voted, go vote. If you're not there already, you're watching the show, just stick around. Forget the voting. You'll be fine. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want, but I mean, election day. Time to go hard or go home here on the Bottom Line Sports. Waiting on Omar to set himself up.
Hey, guys, you can find us on all your platforms on X. We're on Facebook, YouTube. Tune in, click in, jump in, subscribe, tag somebody.
Yeah.
We got over 1,900 people.
1,900 on a Facebook group. We're looking for 2,000 by the Super Bowl, right?
Man, we're gonna have 2,500 by Super Bowl.
2,500. Let's go. Let's get it. Share this content, like, comment, subscribe. Usually you need to go to probably YouTube, or Facebook to comment. I think we can still see. I don't know about Twitter. I don't know how that pops up. I haven't seen any Twitter comments.
And I forgot the other social media platform that you used to use when we had the crazy people on and the weird people.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Twitch also through the Let's Talk Sports Network and our Bottom Line Sports. So we're on 2 Twitches, I think. At least one. But anyway, we're on Let's Talk Sports as well. We partner with them. We're no longer doing exclusive content just on that channel. We're shooting on all the platforms, so you can check us out on all the platforms at your discretion. Give us a like, give us a subscription, a follow, join the group on Facebook, all that kind of stuff. Share this content. Give us some comments, what you think about what we're talking about. We're talking about sports today. But yeah, do your duty. Go vote and make it count. All right. So
do it, man.
This election's going to be going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
So,
if they didn't already vote, they already missed it. I mean, unless you're in California.
They might be in the West Coast.
Yeah, with some West Coast people, and then like some of the spots in Georgia, man, they had like some polling issues where like the machines and stuff were broken, and they were trying to still. I got the
flag, Omar, for election day.
Record number of people turning out. That's what we want, right? It don't matter.
Since we got America's team, it's only right that I put the flag up on election day.
Flo, don't do that tonight. America's way.
Let's go.
Anymore,
Let's go. Hey, we'll be back on Spotify soon. I want to start putting that back on Spotify. You can listen to us after the fact. I'm trying to put it up on Mondays, or actually Wednesdays for this show, and then Mondays for the Sunday Surge. We also come on Sunday Surge every Sunday on all our platforms, on the Let's Talk Sports platform, every Sunday or 6:30, 7:30, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Right in between that, after the late games and right before Sunday Night Football, we wrap up all your NFL action on the Sunday Surge every Sunday. Check us out over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get into this. And we're going to do a little, see, Jake doesn't show up when his teams lose. You see, I tell you this, and he says he does.
He said, now he just messaged that, give me 15, 20 minutes. He's behind.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
we'll be done with baseball. We're wrapping up the World Series. Congratulations to the Dodgers getting a gentleman's sweep on the evil empire, the New York Yankees. I'll let Omar give his spiel and wrapping up the post series wrap up on the Major League Baseball. I know he's our personal Bottom Line Sports, our expert, baseball expert. So we have some questions for him. As you wrap it up, I'm sure you'll touch on this, but I kind of wondered, Dodgers, could this be a start of a dynasty? Omar, give us your thoughts on the World Series and wrap it up for us. And then Canteen, you got something for the professor. Give him a question.
All right.
Word, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good. Go for it, Omar.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you joined at the Facebook group at The Bottom Line Sports, and make sure as well. Oh, we got my NFL insider Shane Peter on. Salute, my brother.
What up, Shane?
Yes. So,
what's up, Shane?
So this is a little bit of an inside joke. My NFL insider hit me up because I made fun of Canteen for saying Mike Neighbors last episode instead of Malik Neighbors.
Mike
but
Neighbors.
He caught me and no one else caught me. He caught me. I called Jalen Daniels Jalen McDaniels last week.
Oh, wow.
And y'all didn't catch it, but he caught it and told me about it after the show.
You got to catch him, Canteen. Omar does it too. Sometimes
man, hey,
Hey, we all mess up sometimes.
I feel so distraught after y'all, because I be waiting on y'all to just clamp down on me, and it's like, okay, I ain't got no comeback.
I was
man.
like, wait, I said McDaniels. I was like, damn it, man, I said McDaniels.
Man, I didn't even hear that. We were laughing at Canteen so much.
Anyways, so yeah, hot take Jake. Of course, he's not going to show up when his damn Yankees were damn horrible in the World Series and did absolutely nothing. Went out there and stunk the joint up. The big three-headed monster just couldn't get it done. They lost the loss to the Dodgers, rather, that the Yankees had, was, I mean, come on now. When we first went in, we thought this was going to be a powerhouse series. We thought this was going to go 6-7 games. We thought we were going to see good offense on both sides, and that just didn't happen. Judge, he was nowhere to be found.
Nowhere
in this series. He was worse than he was probably the worst that we've ever seen from him, and he was already struggling at earlier points in the postseason. Now you have to, I'm sure we'll talk about this later, but you also have Soto, who now you have to worry about in the offseason. Now you juxtapose that with the Dodgers, who went all in, right? They went all in. They brought in Ohtani, spent all of that money. Yes, it's deferred money, $460 million in today's money, $700 million in the future, whatever. They brought in Shohei Ohtani. They went in all in. They went all in to win the World Series. They had Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. They brought the Yamamoto pitcher from Japan. He cost over $300 million. So, I mean, some people may say it's a purchased or bought World Series. I say that you may be more correct in your assertion, Flo, when you say that this could be a dynasty. Now,
beginnings of a dynasty.
Yeah, and shout out to Freddie Freeman. We already talked about him last week, and talked about all of the things that he had been doing in the beginning of the series. Let me just update everybody. He did win the MVP. I mean, pretty much no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you hear?
Okay.
Are y'all good?
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
we're good. You got something for Omar? Are you done, Omar? I didn't know if you were done.
No. I mean, I can keep going, but I stopped to see.
No, go ahead. Okay,
go ahead. Bro. I was just listening to you.
I was gonna say, Omar, with Judge having this kind of series, it seems like he has underperformed every postseason he's been in. Is he basically the Lamar Jackson of the playoffs, or somebody, whoever else, maybe Dak Prescott or whoever you want to put in there, as far as he's underperforming in the playoffs. Every playoffs, he seems like he doesn't, he had a historic season and now he just underperforms and he doesn't show up. He's MIA.
I mean, look, there's no denying what you just said, because everybody watched the series, everybody sees the statistics. You can't go against numbers. It is what it is, but it's not a good look. He's going to have to step it up. Having really great regular seasons is nice, and and he's a great player. I don't want to take anything away from him. He's one of the best in the game. But you're right. At some point, when you don't start to perform in the postseason, you will start to hear these questions, just like you said for Lamar Jackson and others that you mentioned. So,
what's up,
is it that he doesn't deserve those questions? I wouldn't say necessarily he doesn't deserve those questions. It may still be, a little early. We should still give him a little more time, I believe. But it's fair to question why. Not if it's going to last forever, but rather why is it happening in the crunch moments? Why is it happening in the most important games?
Right. It seems a little bit mental. I mean, I'm just putting it in there from what I've heard the guys talking about, in some of the post games. They talked about his timing was off. And once your timing gets off, you get tight and you just start, you get in your own head and you just can't, you just have to find your way back. And it seems like it happens every postseason. And this postseason in particular, they said that his time is off. He couldn't get back on time, with his swing, and so that kind of, maybe it got in his head. I don't know. Your thoughts?
I mean, it's possible he actually made an in-series change with his batting stance. During
is that rare?
In the World
Series,
rare
okay.
That is rare in the World Series. Usually, people will not do that. But hey, desperate times, as we know, call for desperate measures. And so, what was happening was during the season, he kept his stance. His stance is always so his left foot is pointed inwards to keep his body closed, so he's allowed to be more compact to the ball, and that's why he has such a strong and powerful swing to be able to take it out of the ballpark. Well, in the playoffs, he actually changed his stance and his swing twice because he got away from it, and then the World Series got away from it again to where his foot was flaring out to the left, his left foot, and was opening his stance, creating more ability for him to miss balls and swing through fastballs and breaking balls. So, could be. One thing is for certain, though, the MLB, even though the series was not as exciting as we may have liked, they definitely got their wish. Viewership was up across the board, 92% up, comparable from the last the
big
last
franchises, big names, a
lot of young people. They were up in the 18 to 34. Which is the demo that everybody wants, the very priceless demo.
Right.
They're up with that. So
I think that's where we're at. That's our demo. So
they had record. Maybe me, not you. We had record numbers.
Wow.
Japan had
you.
Japan had record numbers. They had like 21 million, which is understandable because of who played in the series, but that's crazy. So
right. All right, here he is, the one and only Hot Take Jake.
Oh, coming to eat a crow.
Eat the crow.
What you got to say about
the Yankees?
Bums. Them bums.
That's what he likes to call people, bums.
Bums. They say you bum.
Bull crap.
How disappointed are you, Jake?
Grab my Mets hat.
It's a stepping stone. That's what I see it as. I think it's one step closer. Here's why.
Mr. Positive.
I think the Dodgers won this the year of 2020. They were the more experienced team of the World Series. They had been here before. The Yankees are new to this. This is the first time since 15 years that they've came here. I think it's the stepping stone right before
they all rookies
to come back and win it all. So don't worry. I don't believe anybody out there in the AL can cover them. They destroyed everybody in their way, and I think they will be back next year as well. Absolutely. Omar, tell me a team that's going to hurt us. Tell me a team that's going to challenge us. There's not one.
The Mets?
We destroyed the Guardians.
First of all, if you're looking at at your own division, the Orioles are going to be better.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for them. But then, if you're looking at the whole team as the league as a whole, the Dodgers are not going anywhere. The Mets aren't going anywhere. The Braves are going to be healthy and better.
Who the hell's afraid of the Mets? Who the hell's afraid of the Mets?
You watch your mouth, sucker. You watch that damn mouth, sucker.
The Mets are coming, right? Right, Omar? The Mets are coming.
Oh, we're coming, baby. We're coming.
They're coming.
Oh, it's all
the
night
Mets
long.
suck.
Hey, so Omar, I got a question for you. Or if you want to hit on the Golden Glove winners, kind of give us your thoughts on that, and then if the other guy's got a question.
Did you say the Golden Globe winners?
Glove.
Golden Glove.
Oh, glove. I think you said Golden Globe. I was like, wow.
Glove.
Why would I know that, Flo? I don't watch the Golden Globes. Anyways. There were some, let's just say, there were some very odd omissions from the Golden Gloves, including one Paquito Francisco Lindor, baby. How
Lindor.
Are you gonna have Golden Gloves and Francisco Lindor don't win one, and he the best damn defender in the NL? Get out of here. See, this is why I don't trust these awards. I ignored it. I looked at the list, and once I didn't see his name, I completely closed the list and stopped reading.
Oh, wow. You just closed it. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know who else is on there. Sorry.
What do you think, Jake? Did they miss out not putting Lindor in there?
Give a crap less. Here's my question, Omar.
Yeah, he don't care.
Okay.
He don't care about it.
Juan Soto. Do we have a chance of re-signing him, Omar? That's the biggest thing this offseason. Juan Soto.
Do you have a chance? I mean, if y'all don't re-sign him, y'all are dumb. Y'all really need him. At this point, y'all have the money. There's no reason for you not to do it. You're the Yankees. You have unlimited, not unlimited, but a lot of funds. Now, if it gets into a bidding war with Steve Cohen, well, obviously nobody can compete with Steve Cohen, and the Mets will walk away with him. But the Mets have a lot of needs. We need 2 starting pitchers. We'd like to bring back Pete Alonso and some other needs, which can allow the Yankees to bring Soto back, since he's one of the major needs that they need among other places in the infield. So I believe it's a toss-up between the Yankees and Mets, but I do believe he will go back to the Yankees just because that is where he is most comfortable with at this point in time. But
get it.
You got anything, Ken?
I do have
I'm just saying. Go ahead, man.
Okay, one thing before Ken goes real quick. I do have some insider information, though, from the Washington, D.C. area.
Okay.
Nationals are actually going to be in the mix to bring Juan Soto, who actually won a World Series with them. Sorry, I was in the dark there. The World Series with them, to bring him back home to the team. So watch out for the Nationals. A dark horse for my team's horse.
Ooh, okay.
They better keep their hands out of our cookie jar.
All right. You got anything, Ken? Anything for the professor on wrapping up the World Series here?
Hey, man, you and Omar called it, man. You guys, made the right selection when it came down to the World Series. I kind of jumped with Hot Take Jake. I had to try to jump on my brother's coattail and kind of ride with him on the Yankees. But I will.
They suck.
But I will say this, man. I hope that the Braves end up coming out healthier, make a few moves this offseason, and we'll come back at it again next year, man. Next spring, fellas.
Not done for.
All right. That was a little MLB. Let us know what your thoughts on the wrap up of the World Series. If you want to give us some thoughts on that, hit that like button for us. Share, comment, give us your questions if you have any questions on any of the topics we're talking about today.
We got this next year.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite, the Sports Professors.
Omar's
Back.
Okay.
What? Shut your mouth, sucker. I keep telling you to shut your mouth. You better start listening to me, baby. Okay? Don't make me get upset up on this program. First of all,
mess up my intro.
Let's give first of all prayers up. Greg Popovich will miss the Spurs road trip with an illness, the team says. We're not sure exactly what it is. Maybe you all have more information being in that area, but definitely want to at least make sure that we keep him and his family in our thoughts.
They're being very disclosed.
They're not being very discreet, I think is what he meant.
Being very discreet, which is very weird, and I don't like that. So that's why I want in that. So anyways, prayers up for him. Speaking of the World Series, though, let's talk about a couple of numbskull knuckleheads, some bamboozlers, two jerky boys over on the right field stands who decided they wanted to get themselves into the play of the game by grabbing Mookie Betts' arm. Could have possibly broken his wrist over that wall.
Exactly.
I don't know who these New Yorkers think they are. As I wear a mask, take that off. I don't know who these New Yorkers think they are, but you just can't get away with some crap like this. You just can't do it. I do appreciate the enthusiasm. I do appreciate how it was premeditated. They had talked about it, and we're like, "Yo, if it happens," but it's one thing in playing cornerback and knocking the ball down. It's another thing completely. If you're grabbing the wrist,
grabbing and twisting it, and he twisting his wrist.
You can't do that, man. Come on now.
They weren't doing that at all.
He was twisting his wrist. They
Come
were
on, Jake.
Are you
Everybody
kidding
can
me?
see
I
it.
think they
Come
need
on,
to
Jake.
Omar, they need
He
to change
grabbed
the
it
rules back in
come
the old
on.
days. Whenever the ball is in play, the audience gets a chance at the ball, and it becomes a home run.
What?
Stuff like that. They have to do that.
I don't know what game show baseball you've been watching, but that was never
Back
legal.
in the 70s. That's
Just because they had less rules doesn't mean it was right to do. I saw a play earlier where some guy jumped on the field in an NFL game and played quarterback, and they didn't call a penalty, and that was back in the 70s. So we don't do that anymore, Jake. All right, that's not 2020. All right, get out of here. Anyways, they're banned for life, and they probably should be. So hey, another example of those damn Yankees and their poor fans.
Poor fans, and we have one on our show.
Yeah,
poor
just
fans.
a bunch of bums.
Bunch of bums. All right.
Just a bunch of bums.
Anyways, more mixed bag.
That was only one story. Can I talk, Flo? Jeez Louise.
Well, you're still on baseball. It's like you're still talking about baseball.
I want to talk about the Knuckleheads. I thought we were going to talk about the Knuckleheads.
Oh, and
anyways.
Okay. Go ahead, Professor.
Right.
My apologies. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. As I mentioned last week, Steph Curry had got injured. He is now coming back from injury. So update there as well. Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey will not be punished by ESPN for an interaction altercation with a fan, where a fan screamed a homophobic slur at Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey grabbed his phone, smashed it in the ground, and called him the homophobic slur back. While we do not condone any slurs of any kind on this program,
right.
You're lucky, boy. You're lucky your phone only got smashed and your face didn't get smashed. Because Jason Kelsey should have taken his Hulk fist and hit it right over your damn head for being stupid and trying to come up to him and talk crap, not only about him, but the wonderful and beautiful Tay-Tay. My baby. And then finally, in a little bit more of a, let me bring my tone down a little bit. Joel Embiid was suspended 3 games by the NBA for shoving a reporter. This happened the other day after a game. There was a journalist who had written an article about Joel Embiid and included his late brother in there, and Joel did not take kindly to that. They got into a little bit of a altercation, and Joel shoved him. He is now suspended for 3 games. That is your mixed bag.
Wow. Interesting. That was the Sports Professor's mixed bag. All right. Thanks, Professor. Catch him on Ball and Buds as well. And we should be on Ball and Buds now, right?
Yeah, I put my Facebook on, and then the YouTube is on.
Oh, okay.
I took your Twitch off because you only have 3 followers on Twitch, right?
No, I haven't checked it in a while.
And it's
That's
not
fine.
connected here.
Well, I didn't know that your Facebook was working again.
Well, no, I just don't usually connect it because I don't want to get copyrights.
Oh.
Because remember, if I get into the copyright, they're gonna take that account off too. I probably shouldn't have added that. I probably have my Instagram, but whatever. We're in now.
Yeah,
we're all in.
We're in already.
All in.
All right, all in, baby. All right, so let's look at a little college football. So the college football rankings coming out today, this evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna try and bring them up here. I got them on a screen here somewhere. Let me find the right one. Here we go. All right, man, so we'll look at them here.
Let's go.
Let's look at them here. We got Oregon, number 1, projected number 1 seed. We got if you want to explain the seeding, or I can explain either way, but projected 5 seed for Ohio State, number 2 ranking. Georgia, number 3, projected a number 2 seeding.
2 seed.
Miami, number 4. We'll just go through the top 10. Projected number 3, Texas number 5, projected a 6 seed. Penn State 6, projected as a 7 seed. Tennessee 7, projected as an 8 seed. Indiana 8, projected as a 9 seed. BYU, a little surprised, they're at 9, but they're projected as a 4 seed, higher than most of these. And Notre Dame number 10 projected as a 10 seed. Of course, the seeding is different because it's going to take into account who wins their conference and things like that. But your thoughts on this on these initial rankings? Anybody? We can go Can, Omar, Jake. What are your thoughts on this?
So, man, at this point in the season, I feel good how everything's slated out at this point in the season. I mean, Oregon is played very, very well. Dan Lanning has led these guys, and they've done really, really well. I'm okay with Ohio State and Ryan Day, but I think when they play Michigan, that's going to say a lot about them. Georgia still has a lot ahead of them, man. We still got Ole Miss and we still got Tennessee on the slate too, and that's going to be a tough ride for us. I'm okay with Miami. I'm kind of surprised by BYU. I wanted to jump down by BYU. I'm kind of surprised that they got them as a projected 4 seed, but they haven't lost anyone at all either. So, but other than that, everything else looks to be good. I mean, Penn.
Well, they're a 4 seed because they're projected to win the Big 12. So Big 12 will get the top 4 seeds. Right, but I'm just saying the Big 12 will get a top seed no matter what. They're going to get one of the top 4 seeds.
Yeah, so
whoever wins the Big 12,
the Big 12, yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Texas
go ahead.
Good, and like I said, Texas is good. Tennessee, everybody else is slated good. But like I said, man, there's a lot of football still left on the slate, man.
Anybody too high, too low? As far not the seeding necessarily, but the rankings.
The rankings, Alabama should be a little bit lower, man.
Oh,
I'm kind of disappointed at Alabama. I mean, Alabama's inching their way back to the top 10, but they're inching their way back to the top 10. But then they lost to was it Texas, and who else they lost to? Vanderbilt.
When they lose this week in Canteen, I better not see them anywhere near this top 12. That's all I know.
And they got LSU. As a matter of fact, they got LSU this weekend.
They got LSU this weekend.
So you think Alabama's going to lose?
Oh yeah, it's already a done deal. They're done. They're done. This week.
They won't even be in the SEC championship. If they lose this weekend.
Yeah, they'll be out of the top 12.
I better not see them anywhere near this top. I better not see any 3-loss team in the top 12 if there's other teams that have 1 to 2 losses.
Right. Right.
So you think maybe LSU takes their spot? Kind of a flop?
Nah, probably A&M.
Well, A&M until then.
A&M loses.
They just lost it.
Mike
they lost to South Carolina though. That's kind of a bad loss for them.
That was a bad loss because they were projected to win that, and everybody that was on College Game Day.
It was like a double digit. They were projected to win.
They beat them in double digits. So
they were supposed to. Yeah.
But I think that A&M.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish my point real quick, guys. I think A&M is a much better team to me than LSU if I had to pick between both of those two organizations.
Okay. Your thoughts, Professor? Anybody too high, too low? Get left out?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Did y'all already explain the why they have the
right? Yeah, the top 4 champions. They get a top 4 seed. The Big 12. That's why BU is.
Remember, when you're in the top 4, this is the also benefit of it. Also, you get the bye week. The first week, you will get
top
the
4 seed is what you're saying, Jake, right?
The 4th seed, the top 4 seed will get a bye week, bye game.
Right, yeah. and because BYU is undefeated, they're projected to win right now the Big 12 unless they lose to somebody.
Don't y'all worry, that will change here soon, guys.
Yeah, it might change, but I'm just saying right now they're kind of projected to win the Big 12, or they're in first place right now. And so that's why they have a 4 seed, even though they're ranked number 9. But go ahead, Professor, your thoughts. You can't hear?
He said he can't hear you.
Oh. I don't know why you can't hear. Hello.
You can hear us?
Okay. Yeah, you're back now. Yeah, I don't know why. It just stopped. I couldn't hear you for a couple seconds there. Anyway.
That's weird. Yeah, go ahead. I was just saying your thoughts on the rankings, initial thoughts on these rankings and what you saw with this initial release.
Yeah. So first of all, shout out to Oregon. First time ever that they've been, and that's going all the way back to the inception back in 2014, that they have ever been ranked number 1 in the CFP. So, shout out to them. The other thing is, you look at this Georgia-Ohio State dynamic, and so people are going to argue this week which one should be 2, which one should be 3. One thing I think that we need to look at is, yes, some people are saying that the Georgia loss to Alabama is worse than the Ohio State loss that they had.
I mean, if they lose another game, maybe.
But what you have to look at is Georgia has one of the toughest strength of schedule in the country. They have the number.
Please say that. Please.
They have the number 3 toughest strength of schedule in the country. Oregon has number 38. Ohio State.
Man, you said it was easy.
Miami is 65. Texas is 78. So none of these teams are even in the top 30 until you get to Alabama at 11, who has the number 2 strength of schedule in the country. So you can see there's a little bit of a pattern, right? It's going to be those top teams in the SEC that are also playing the other top teams that are going to be the ones that are, really we should be looking at as ranking higher because of that strength of schedule. So I would actually put Georgia above Ohio State. That being said, Miami's 9-0, so I would have actually put them above Ohio State. Ohio State has looked, while they're 7-1, they haven't looked like a dominant powerhouse. I mean, none of these teams really have. Oregon is probably the closest. Oregon's probably the closest thing since Miami's had to have a lot of comebacks in their wins. So, I mean, as we get closer to the playoffs, unless we see one of these teams jump like a Hot Take Jake's Texas or a Tennessee, or now the Indiana got their starting quarterback back, Curtis, last name, Curtis Wark, I think it is. They have a chance to, the first time they've ever started 9-0. BYU, right? So a lot of teams in there. Notre Dame, we might need to forget about them. That Northern Illinois loss was horrible. I know that they've had a very, very easy road so far. And the other one to look at there is Penn State. They really fumbled the ball, y'all. James Franklin in big games continues to fumble
the ball. That's a good point. Let me say this right here. I want to cap you out on something.
Okay.
What Jake said earlier. Jake, I know you made a point. You said that you don't think that BYU is going to win the Big 12. So who do you forecast? Because I know BYU.
You already know who he forecast. You already know who he forecast.
So you think Colorado going to win out and win it?
They're already on their way right now, Canteen. They're already right now what they're doing.
Prime in the books.
Absolutely. After they beat Tech this weekend, they're going to go up to Utah, beat them, and they'll be on their way to a Big 12 championship.
That's good. I mean, that would
against BYU and finish.
Then they got Oklahoma State at the end of the year.
How you expect that if Iowa State wins out, they're in second place right now.
Yeah.
How would you think that they would?
Iowa State's not going to win out. Iowa State still has to play.
How do you know?
They're 2-2. I think Iowa State has.
But if they win out, then Colorado's out. Who are they going to lose to? Because they're already in second place. They're not going to drop below Colorado.
All right, so we got BYU is 5-0 and in the conference.
Hold on, I'm about to look up the Big 12 standings.
4-1 for Iowa. I'm telling you right now. I'm reading it to you.
Yeah, Iowa 4-1. Iowa State.
Iowa State and Colorado are tied at 4-1 in the conference.
Yeah, they're tied up.
Right, but Colorado has a worse record.
Right, exactly. Iowa State has 7-1. Colorado 6-2. Right.
Yeah.
Iowa still. Hold on. Here's the biggest point. Iowa State still has to play Utah and Kansas State in their last 2 games.
Okay.
But if they win out, Colorado's out automatically.
Only has one tough game left. Is Utah. OSU is not. They have not done anything.
What do you mean? Texas Tech. They play Texas Tech this coming week. Who just beat Iowa State?
Bye week.
Who just beat Iowa State?
Like I said, it's going to be a bye week for Colorado. Don't you worry. They're going to whoop Texas Tech in Lubbock, man. Can't wait. Can't wait to watch it. Woo-hoo! Shador going to be dotting them up.
Okay.
So
you heard it here first.
Hey,
HTJJ, sound the alarm.
You called that Texas A&M humiliation at South Carolina. You called that, Doug.
Yeah. So here's my thing. This is my last point about college football. So, Jake, if Colorado makes it to the playoff, what do you foresee them doing? Since you think that they're a powerhouse, they're going to do all these great things. I mean, you foresee them doing great?
With what I saw, I think that they can win one game this season. One in the playoffs. This would be Deion's. I better see Deion coach of the damn century if he does this. If he gets them to the playoffs and gets to win one game in the playoffs with that Big 12 roster, that is awesome.
But there's also a possibility he's not even in the playoff. Let's say he gets into the championship and loses.
Then they just get a bowl bid.
According to your rules, that'd be 3 losses for them. They're out. They're out of the playoffs, right?
Yeah. If they lose again, but that's what he's already overachieved, Flo, for what he's done.
But what I'm saying, they're out of the playoffs, though. They go from being probably a 4 seed.
Well, here's the thing that saves them.
Being out.
It all depends on the Big 12. The Big 12 doesn't have undefeated teams and 1-loss teams. They have guys that
no.
will lose.
Why does it depend? You just said a 3-loss team shouldn't get in.
But Big 12 has to consider. You have to consider in the Big 12. I mean,
hold on now, Jake.
Now you're changing your tune.
I was saying that with Bama and the SEC because
you said no 3-loss team. You didn't specify.
The college football rankings always love on the SEC teams that have more than 1 to 2 losses, and they'll love them up. I don't want to see that. That's what my frustration was.
Well, that's fair, but you said no 3-loss team should be in there. But you're making exceptions.
The Big 12 team is the leader of the Big 12, and they have 3 losses. I can't pick. You can't fight that. If they win the championship,
I'm saying if they lose the championship to BYU, they'll have 3 losses. They'll be technically
I don't
second
think
place.
they would even be projected to be in the top 12 then. If they would lose.
Okay. Any final thoughts on these rankings? Anything else you guys want to wrap this up?
Go ahead, KT.
I mean, just this weekend itself, man. There's a lot of big football games this weekend, man. A lot of big games. You got Georgia. Right. I think Georgia, Ole Miss. You got Florida. Florida play Texas. Then you got the
start
biggest.
Calling them? If Omar doesn't have anything, we can start calling the game.
Yeah, and then, like I said, yeah, you go ahead, Flo.
Go ahead. Well, I mean, you're calling out the big games. Why don't you call them out?
All right, man. So for me, Florida, Texas, man. Texas gonna walk the dog on them guys. They playing in Texas.
That's kicking.
I mean, the spread's at 21.5. Florida. I mean, Texas gonna kill them. The only game that I'm really worried about, and Jake made a good point of that Alabama LSU game in Death Valley.
Okay.
That's gonna be a tough one, man. If I had to call that game, I'm gonna go 34-27. LSU wins at home.
LSU wins at home.
And this will silence Kalen DeBoer and all the critics and everything. And then Alabama got to go back to the drawing board and refigure it out again, man. That'll be 3 losses in the SEC. They
better not see them in that playoffs.
No.
What are your thoughts? What you got, Omar? Alabama, LSU.
Alabama. I think that people are really underrating Alabama's. And I'd say, obviously, underrated to a point, right? But a lot of people are. Underrated is a bad word. They are
underestimating.
Underestimating. Thank you. Much better word.
Okay.
Because I think that Alabama is a playoff team. I think they are a strong team. Obviously, they're going through some growing pains, just like they did last year. But I think they can make the playoffs, and I think that they could win a game. I'm not saying that they're going to win the national championship, but I do think they could make some noise. Let's say, and so I got them this. As y'all mentioned, LSU just has not had a good year at all this year, or a good showing in many games. Their quarterback Newsom Meyer has not been performing up to the standards that they thought he would at the beginning of the season. So
You got Alabama, okay. Jake, I know what you said earlier.
LSU, Brian Kelly, I believe in, man. Brian Kelly's going to prove.
Why? What has ever given you the reason to believe in Brian Kelly ever?
Because he's done something they haven't done. He's taken a Notre Dame team that wasn't that great to a national championship. He overachieves over and over and over again, Omar.
Okay.
Don't do
or
that.
He fails over and over and over again.
Yeah, with bad teams. He doesn't have the best rosters ever. He always overachieves with it.
So it's his, so he's at historic universities like Notre Dame and LSU, and it's not his fault that the rosters aren't good. Okay, all right. Dude, in 3 seasons in Louisiana, if he's such a good coach, he should have Deion Sanders at every damn position out there.
Let me tell you right now, LSU will win this game, and they will destroy Alabama's.
Ooh, he said destroy him.
They will look at themselves in the mirror and say, "Damn, we miss Nick Saban."
Okay,
sorry, Nick.
I think Alabama wins this game. To Omar's point, I think he said they had the second toughest schedule, or in that. Yeah, so Alabama's had a tough schedule, and they're still only got 2 losses. They did beat a top team in Georgia, so I think Alabama's going to go in there and win this one. I don't believe in Kelly out for any reason. I don't have, like you said, Omar. I
For any reason. I don't know why he gave you a reason to believe in him.
I think Alabama's got the better quarterback.
Head coach? What's his name? He was Washington's head coach last year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alabama's head coach. We believe in him now?
Yeah,
he lost
I believe in him.
Vanderbilt.
Well, he took a Washington team, probably a worse than the Notre Dame team.
Get out of here.
And he took him to the championship, to the college football.
Is the quarterback for that team? Can you name the quarterback for Notre Dame's team that year in 2014? I sure can't. They got one player you could have named, Manti Te'o, and he had a fake girlfriend. Get out of here. That team was trash. His best position was a third string middle linebacker. Was your best position in 2014?
The catfish.
Yo, he got catfish, son.
Where is Manti? Is he still playing football?
Nah, he ain't playing anymore, man.
Yeah, he don't want to be famous. Not after that. Not after last year.
Not after that.
Come on, man. This guy's got Michael Penix as his quarterback last year.
Kalen DeBoer. I believe in Kalen DeBoer. DeBoer. I believe in him. He's a better coach.
Kalen DeBoer knew how to wield a big Penix. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. He had a Penix. He had a Penix at quarterback. So.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So I don't know.
Hold on, no. I said 4 teams from the SEC. That ain't gonna happen, bro. That's impossible.
4 teams? No way.
That's impossible.
I
doubt that.
It's possible.
I guess it's possible, but I don't think it's probable. I mean,
it's probable.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Give me the 4 teams, Nard. What 4 teams do you think would make it? All right.
And I know that his team, Florida.
Now I could definitely see Georgia, Alabama, and Texas 3 definitely making it. I could definitely.
Okay.
But then I could also see Tennessee making it too. So maybe he's right. 4 teams could possibly make it.
Really? Okay. So now he's persuaded you. To 4
I'm just thinking about how good those 4 teams are that I just mentioned.
There's 2 of them that are really good. There's 2 of them that are average.
All right, here we
go. Georgia and Texas for sure are in there.
Of course you say that. Why would you say
that? Of course you're going to say that. Of course. Just like you said, the Yankees would win the series.
Yeah, and
anyway,
the Yankees made it to the final 2.
But I'm just saying, you said
is that good enough for you now? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's what they did at least.
No. By the way,
you called them to win.
By the way, let's go Terps. Upset Oregon this weekend, baby. Come on, Maryland. Let's go.
Oh, okay. They won't upset.
Not gonna happen.
That's not happening at all.
Do you have another game you want to talk about? You want to have another game you had in mind? You want me to get one?
Man, I hate to say it and do it though, but after I saw how Texas Tech beat Iowa State, I'm gonna roll with Texas Tech in a close game. Texas Tech by 3 over Colorado at home.
Okay. At home, baby. Let's go. Hey, can we get a little love for Taj Brooks? He's right behind the Boise State running back. Can't remember his name, but he's right there neck and neck with him with the number of yards per game, carries, touchdowns. Mm-hmm. He's right there with him. So give Taj Brooks a little love over there at Texas Tech. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Get a man some love, Jay.
I know he hates Texas Tech, man. He's a hater, man.
No, Canteen. All I'm saying is Baylor is a less offensive threat than Colorado is, and Baylor destroyed them 59-35.
So it's one game.
Colorado's gonna kill them.
One game.
They won't. What? Colorado's gonna kill them, guys.
Okay. Okay. HTJJ. Just gotta say that. All right. What about
nothing if they lose?
What about Georgia, Ole Miss?
Now that Georgia Ole Miss game, Flo.
I mean that Ole Miss is pretty good.
Man, Ole Miss looks good, and we're on the road.
You're on the road, yeah.
On the road.
I mean that's upset alert, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this right here, Flo.
Alert. I'm just saying.
Ole Miss is 7-2. Georgia 7-1. Lane Kiffin, great coach, great program. He's done phenomenal. Done great things.
And a great quarterback name.
That's what I said, Narc. Yep, we agree.
I'm gonna say Georgia. Georgia 27.
What a great name for quarterback.
Georgia 27, Ole Miss 24. Georgia edges them out on the road.
Ooh,
but then, Flo, here's the kicker.
Okay.
Then we got Tennessee next. So I mean, it continues to build itself. So I think we had our fair share with Florida because I thought we were gonna blow Florida out. We played good football against Florida, and then Florida came back and we fought towards the end and we won by 2 touchdowns. I think we're gonna struggle and win at Ole Miss. Same thing at Tennessee. After we play Tennessee, I think we'll have a break. We'll kill UMass, and I think we'll roll into Georgia Tech. Now Georgia Tech's not a pushover either. Georgia Tech look pretty decent too.
Yeah, they have a decent football team.
Yeah, they do, man.
Yeah. They have a decent. I mean, they've been last couple of years they've been decent as opposed to the past few years before that. But Omar, your thoughts on this? Any you think Ole Miss can upset Georgia there at home?
Can they? Sure, yeah, they're at home.
Or will they?
As you mentioned, Jackson Dart is a hell of a quarterback. Will they? Well, I mean, you know me better than that, or at least you should, or anyone who watches this program or any fan of Ball and Buds knows that I will never, ever support a Lane or Kiffin family establishment. He can kiss my ass.
He's like Belichick of the college ranks, or what?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Screw him.
So you don't like Lane Kiffin?
He's like
no, why
Belichick.
would he? You saw what he did to the Raiders. Came in here acting like he was some little hot shot, even though he sucked. Had Al Davis bringing the projector out to fire him. It was tremendous. I'm glad he got fired. Bum. Then he went to Tennessee, left them, went to USC. I hate USC, and I feel bad for USC for what he did to them. He's done every stop he went. He's a piece of human garbage is what he is.
I don't know. He's doing pretty good with Ole Miss.
Well, he's
doing pretty good with Ole Miss.
I don't care how good
he did pretty good with Alabama as the OC there, and then he got the Ole Miss job. He did.
As a person, he sucks. I don't care about him as a coach.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Georgia.
He's talking about him as a human being.
These are personal shots. Okay.
He is a personal garbage dumpster fire of a human being.
Wow. Okay. No room for God's grace. Okay. All right. So.
He's been forgiven. I just will never forget.
Okay. What do you think, Jake? You got what do you like at Georgia Ole Miss?
I think Georgia beats them. I think Lane Kiffin's not there just yet. I think he's got.
Don't say his name. We need to come up with a better name now. We need to come up with a code name. I don't want to hear that name anymore.
How about Lame Driffin?
Yeah, Lame Driffin.
Well, like I said, he will not. They're not good enough.
I don't know.
They won't beat Georgia. Georgia wins this game easy. I think it's going to be 24-10.
24-10. Wow.
Easy.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be that easy, but yeah, they'll win.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that easy. This will be the quadfecta. We're all taking Georgia in this one. I think it'll be a good game, though. I think Canteen will be sweating bullets. It'll be a close game.
I was sweating bullets against Florida, too. That's what I'm saying.
I know. But I'm saying this one, you'll be really sweating bullets. You'll be on your knees. Please make this field goal.
Nah, that was you. That was you about, 2 years ago? Was that last year?
I was just thinking, man, they're going to lose this game.
No, that wasn't last year. That was in 22 going into 23.
That was
man, bro. What you think, man?
They're gonna lose. They were gonna lose, and then they missed that wide left or right. I don't remember.
Clock hit midnight. And
what you said? Man, I was like, man, I can't believe he missed that field goal. And you were like, thank you, Lord.
There you go.
All right, yeah, I think Georgia will win this game. I think it'll be a close game. It'll probably be a really good game. I think because Georgia's on the road, and I think Ole Miss plays pretty good at home, and they've had a pretty decent team, pretty decent quarterback. I think Tennessee will be the tough game for Georgia next week. I think that might be the one that they lose if they lose another one. All right, any other games on the slate you guys want to talk about, or any upset alerts?
And that looks pretty good for the college football for this weekend, man.
Okay.
Yeah, right. And I'll be right back. I gotta go run. Someone's at my door. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, bro. Yeah, man. But other than that, man, I think Penn State probably gonna play Washington pretty close. Mm-hmm. The Oklahoma-Missouri game is gonna be what it's gonna be, man. But like I said, Florida State, I think Mike Norvell's gonna be fired after this year, man. Florida State 1-8. That ain't good, bro. It's not good for Florida State at this point in the season, man. And I mean, with college football, I mean, you got it's about building a program, bringing in the recruits, and winning and winning and winning. And for Florida State to go from a team that was undefeated last season, and for Florida State to be 1-8 now, that's a big problem, man. It's a big problem. Yeah. And then my last thing about Florida State, You had a guy. You had Willie Taggart. They're still playing. They're still paying Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart was coaching there before Jimbo Fisher. Yeah.
Wow.
Jimbo Fisher's still getting paid from Florida State, and Jimbo Fisher's getting paid from A&M after they fired. I think they fired him at A&M, right? Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Florida State has made these irrational decisions in their coaching and stuff, man. But hey, it is what it is, bro. But we can move on though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Who was Sunday Night Football? Was it the Jets? I'm trying to remember.
No, Vikings and the Colts.
Yeah, Vikings and the Colts. I think I'm the only one that took the Vikings in that game. You all believe too much in the Flacco, whatever his name is. I'm
just glad Flacco played. That would have been destroyed. It was a good game.
I'm just saying.
I think destroyed if AR would have played. Boy, that would have been a 0-30 game. I'm glad Flacco played.
Well, I know. I mean, I think they've had more of a chance because he's at least athletic to get away from the rush.
Stop.
So I think they had more of a chance, but we'll see.
But
anyway, the Vikings beat the Colts. Canteen. We're wrapping up Sunday Night Football. Vikings beat the Colts. The Colts are they done, or can they still make a push? The Vikings, they may be for real. Maybe Donald can keep them going.
So when we look at this game, man, it was 13-21. Joe Flacco ended up going 16 for 27, 179 yards, 1 interception. Jonathan Taylor, their rusher, 13 carries, 48 yards, and their receiver down 6 receptions, 60 yards. And then we look at Sam Darnold, went 28 for 34. He threw for 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he threw for 2 interceptions. Jones ended up going 21 carries, 64 yards, and Justin Jefferson, 7 receptions, 137 yards. At this point in the season, man, I'm not going to say Sam Darnold's croaked out, but then we have to look at the AFC South, and the Texans are 6-3, but then you still have a team with the coach there 4-5. They're playing at almost at 500, but then the Tennessee Titans have only won 2 games, and then we only have 2 games by the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. So I mean, there's still a lot of football left. I think if Indianapolis can find a way to continue to win and they can squeak an edge and get into the playoffs, that's the only way they get in. They probably won't win their division unless the Houston Texans tend to fall off. But then if we look at the NFC, the Vikings right now are in second place. They're at 6-2. The Lions showed up and showed out Sunday when they beat Green Bay. A lot of football left, gentlemen. A lot of good football. But like I said, don't count the Colts out at this point.
Okay. And the Vikings, do you think they can make a push for that first place against the Lions? Or I mean, that defense is solid. I told you all that defense is solid.
The Vikings got to what's going to have to happen is
I'm just worried about Darnold. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Can he keep this up?
The question that you want to ask, Flo, and here's the question that you really want to ask everybody: can Darnold go the distance?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's done fairly well. He was in MVP talks, but I just got to see what he's going to do for the duration of the season. And at this point, I don't know.
All right, Jake. Since Omar is not here, your thoughts on this game and the teams?
Yeah, I think, like I said about the Falcons, that division's by default. The same with the AFC South. The NFC South and the AFC South are literally winning by default.
Jake, you can't even say that.
Who's good in your division other than y'all?
Did you see how good Tampa played last night?
They lost though. They can't win these games no matter what. They're 4-5 for a reason. If they had healthy teams, they'd look good. That's what I mean by the whole entire set. The same exact thing the AFC South is. The Texans are going to win it by default. The Colts are not ready. The Titans and the Jags are piss poor.
They're at the bottom of the barrels. I mean, they're not even in.
This is Texans' division by default. As for the Vikings, you got to stay winning to keep up with the Detroit.
So what you're telling me for the NFC South, you believe that the Falcons are winning by default?
Yes, the NFC South and the AFC South are the same exact thing right now. They're both winning by default.
I kind of agree with him a little bit.
If Tampa Bay was more healthy, you would have.
So what you're saying? So here, I want you to hear this from me. The Falcons haven't. So when I hear somebody win by default, it means you're winning. You're not beating anybody that you shouldn't beat. Like, help me understand. Because the Falcons
I think he's saying that you're winning that because no one in your division's any good. No one in your division's any good.
The Saints had a quarterback injured half their games, and then not only that, they
lost to Carolina yesterday. I got you.
The Buccaneers.
I understand exactly what you're saying, bro.
Wide receivers are injured. Their best wide receivers.
I understand what you're saying now. I got it. Flow kind of reeled it in home, and it's kind of saying you're saying that we're winning because there's nobody that's good enough to beat us at this point in our division at this point.
Yeah, in your division, and that's the way the Texans look right now too in their division.
I completely understand what you're saying, bro. I got you.
Even if you go 9-8, you're gonna beat probably New Orleans again.
We got New Orleans this weekend,
and you're gonna beat Carolina at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's trying to say. And you guys are already you're undefeated in the division, so you're gonna probably win out.
In the division, yeah, for sure.
You're probably gonna win out the division.
As for the Vikings,
they
gotta keep winning because they got a division to go after. The Lions do not look like they're falling off at all. So
but then let me say this: the Vikings, they got the Jags.
Yeah, they have an easy slate coming up.
Easy slate coming up soon. Yeah.
The Jags, the Titans, and the Bears, and the Cardinals. My God.
Their toughest games will be at the end.
The Cardinals.
So you know what? I'm going to predict right now that last game against Detroit might be for the division. I think Detroit will lose another one.
Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. I think that'll be for the division. I'm going to put it right now. Say that last game in Detroit is going to be to win that division between the Vikings and the Lions.
And I will have to agree with you on that, Flo, because at the end of the day, the Vikings. Their second to last game at home. Their second to last game they're going to be playing at home against Green Bay, inside, and then they're going to go. So I mean,
assuming they win that Green Bay game, they have to win that game probably. But if they win that Green Bay game, and they have the same, and they have the same schedule, because if you look at the Lions, they have a tougher schedule. They have Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, and they got Chicago, but then they got Green Bay, Buffalo, Chicago twice, San Francisco right before Minnesota. So, I could see the Vikings losing one of those games at least. And if Vikings can win out, that last game could be for the division.
Correct.
Okay. There you go.
He said he think Detroit loses.
What's up, Scott?
What's up, Scott?
No, the Texans are not that great.
No, the Texans have been winning, but they haven't been winning by a big point margin, man. The Texans
Scott. They're gonna lose, man.
I think CJ's having a down year. I think he's had what I call the sophomore slump that he's going to have. So I think that they could win that game, but I feel like Houston's just having a kind of a down year. I think CJ's having a down year.
Bro. We good, brother. We good.
What up, Scott? Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate Scott Cobe. He's one of the Let's Talk Sports guys. Appreciate him jumping in, tapping in. Let us know what you got, what you think, Scott, on the rest of this. We're going to talk a little Monday Night Football. Omar still answering his door. Somebody getting some pizza or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, so let's talk Sunday Night Football. The Buccaneers and the Chiefs. Fairly close game. The Bucs. I'll give Bucs credit. They played pretty good.
They played good
on the road. They did. They played pretty good on the road. So you guys already swept them, right, Ken? You guys already swept them.
Yeah, we swept them already.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say they might make a push. Unless you guys lose for that division. I said they might have made a push for that division because they still looked pretty good against the Chiefs. But you've already lost them twice.
Let me hit the numbers, man. 24-30. That game went in overtime, man. Baker Mayfield 23 for 31, 2 touchdowns. Irving, their running back, 7 carries, 24 yards. Otten, their receiver, 8 receptions, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Patrick Mahomes 34 for 44, 291 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt 27 carries, 106 yards, 1 touchdown. And Travis Kelce 14 receptions.
I agree.
100 yards. One thing about the Kansas City Chiefs, they keep winning, but they're winning. They're not winning in an extraordinary way. So a win is a win. I'll say a win is a win, but they're not winning in an extraordinary way. I think that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, the Kansas City Chiefs will be humble. Somebody gonna beat them. Might be Denver, might be somebody else, but somebody gonna beat them, humble them.
Okay.
Now, let me caveat and say this. Tampa Bay, it doesn't get any easier for Tampa Bay, man, because Tampa Bay has a lighter schedule than other teams.
Here's what Scott says.
Tampa Bay last 6 games. Yeah, and Scott made a good point because like they got the Buccaneers Sunday, then the Giants, Panthers, Raiders, Chargers, Cowboys, Panthers, and Saints. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They could make a run for that division if you hadn't
make a run at the end, but I think they'll lose again Sunday at San Fran. But if they could win the duration of the season, they got a good chance because the Atlanta Falcons schedule. The Atlanta Falcons schedule don't get any easier, man. You got a couple easy games, Denver and New Orleans, and then it gets tough.
Denver.
You got Chargers.
Let me say this right here, Flo. Let me say this.
Dallas?
No, Flo.
No, I'm talking about the Falcons. They're gonna play Denver.
Let me say this on the Falcons' behalf.
Okay.
We go to New Orleans Sunday.
Easy game.
All right, Flo.
Dallas ain't on the schedule.
The Falcons do not fare well in cold weather.
Live rent free in your head.
They're going to Denver.
Yeah, you brought up Denver.
They're going to Denver
because they're going to play them. Hello, I'm looking at the schedule.
They're going to Denver with the time change and the cold weather. The Falcons do not fare well in that cold, man.
Okay.
I'll say that's a toss-up. I'll say that's a toss-up game. It's gonna be hard playing at the Commanders. That may be another loss.
Yeah.
At Minnesota.
Great pickup, by the way, by grabbing Marshawn Lattimore. Man,
Marshawn Lattimore.
We're gonna talk about that.
Best pickup today in the whole NFL.
Okay.
And so for me going to the Vikings, so
they just did.
What I'll say right now, Flo, is I'll take 3 losses right now. I'll take Denver.
Oh.
No, I'm being honest. Okay. I'll take Denver, Minnesota.
If that's true, okay.
Denver, Minnesota, and the Commanders. That'll put me at 10-6.
That's not good if Tampa Bay wins out.
No.
Because then you got a worse schedule.
That does help them because if Tampa Bay loses this weekend, they'd both be 11-6. You have the tiebreaker on them.
But I'm saying Tampa has a chance to win out.
Absolutely. But you have the head-to-head tiebreaker on them. Not only that, you have the NFC North that is practically in charge of the wild cards. Plus, the Commanders and Eagles both only have 2 losses. This means the NFC South is division win or go home. You're not getting a wild card spot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Tampa Bay has a better record than Atlanta at the end of the season, they win because they got a better division?
No, because we beat them head-to-head.
6 losses, the way that Canteen said.
Right.
It would end up being because you beat them both times.
Head-to-head.
But what if Tampa Bay doesn't have 6 losses? What if they have only 5? They run the table.
They have 5 right now. You're telling me they're winning out of this whole time?
That's what I'm saying. They have a softer schedule.
But so what I'm saying, if they lose Sunday, they're gonna lose to the 49ers Sunday.
This weekend with the bye week.
But they played the Chiefs, arguably the best team in the NFL, pretty close.
I'm not a betting man, but I would bet anything on the Niners. You had a bye week.
Really?
They just played overtime against the Chiefs. The Bucs are not winning that game.
They ain't gonna beat them, man.
There ain't no way. You just played Monday night. Overtime.
I don't know.
The other team just had a bye week.
I say they got a chance of winning because San Francisco doesn't look good either. They haven't looked that great.
Bucs haven't looked good either.
They've looked better.
Nah.
4-5.
But they've looked better in those games. They looked good yesterday, and even in a loss.
They're 4-5 to me.
Okay, so Flo, so
San Francisco.
No, Flo. So let me ask you this.
San Francisco's 4-4.
Let me ask you this.
Okay, but they'll be 4-5. They lose that game.
Let me ask you this, Flo. Is Tampa better?
A bye week?
Are you taking Tampa Bay, or are you taking the 49ers as a better team?
That's crazy.
I mean, I think San Francisco's probably a little better team, but I'm saying Tampa has a chance to win that game. I'm not
with a bye week and you just played OT.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
Come on.
They got a chance. They got a chance, though.
That's scary.
Okay.
If I was a betting man,
but I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that's not a gimme. Just because it's San Francisco, I think Tampa Bay has a chance to win that game if they can get past the Niners, and that's a big if. They can win out.
But then the thing about it, Flo.
I don't think they beat the Chargers either. I don't know why we're poo-pooing the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh showing you that he can win.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a tough game.
He showed that Sunday.
But I'm saying that if they can get back to San Francisco, there's a possibility,
I think they end up with 7 losses.
I mean, it'll probably end up a tie at worst for the Falcons. I'm just saying it was a possibility. But they could probably it could end up as a tie. Like you said, Canteen, they could lose 3, and Tampa Bay will at least lose 1 more. And then Atlanta will win because of the head-to-head. So
head-to-head tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Falcons in the Super Bowl. Wow. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think.
I don't even think I projected the Falcons going to the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Right,
what is this? Let's see. Yeah. Jim Will says, I just gotta say
the OT regular season is broken. You can put all the stats, probabilities out there, but the winner of the toss only 1% of whatever BS, but first TD wins. Hey man, that's just the rules. And I don't even.
You like OT?
I won't even knock the rules, man. I mean, whoever gets the first TD wins, man. That's just what it is.
Maybe they should. I don't know. What do you think, Jay? Do you like the new rules?
I think they should. I've always said this. I think they should put it to the college rules. You both start at the 30 each time. You keep going until somebody can't score. You got to keep
right. But I mean, even the college. I think the first time it's a touchdown. If you both get a touchdown, the second time you got to go for 2-point conversions, right? Yeah. 2-point conversions.
2-point conversion, yeah.
But at least it's offensive the whole time. Both the opportunity. If you saw,
that's true.
If you saw Baker Mayfield,
I mean, I do like that.
Coin flip, and he lost the coin flip. He knew he lost the game.
What about this? Jen Wells asking a question.
He said, change of playoffs and not rigged. I think it should change all the way across the board, man. Playoffs, whatever, man.
I like the college rules. I mean, I think it could work in the NFL. I think they should change it slightly, and not they could just get them from the 35 each time, and just have them. They have to go for 2 if they get a touchdown. That's what I say. Just a slight deviation. You both get the ball. If you both score a touchdown and get the extra point, then the second time, if you score a touchdown, you got to go for 2, and then I think that would be fine. I like that format myself. That's what I would say. Yeah. All right. So you mentioned it, Jake, earlier. Best trade deadline. You talked about this. You want to elaborate on that? A lot of trade line.
Guys, if y'all been watching the Commanders, their weakness is their secondary, and they just beefed it up with Marshawn Lattimore. This could push them over to win the NFC East over the Eagles. I think they practically did a steal by grabbing Marshawn Lattimore right here. In 2
that was
weeks,
pretty good.
We have the Commanders versus the Eagles, and I think that's for that division. I cannot wait to watch. It's going to be a good watch to see.
Now, Flo, you saw the move that the Cowboys made, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just depth.
Mingo.
I don't know who that is. I mean, all that is depth because I'm not saying that. Well, I'm not touting it that it's a great one. I'm just saying it's for depth because CD's probably going to miss a game, and you got Cooks is already out, so you're lacking depth at that position. They had to have another body.
Now how long is that going to be gone? That's the question, man.
He just got put on IR. He'll be gone 4 weeks at least. Once you get put on IR, that's 4 weeks automatic. So Cooper's got to go 3 and 1.
I'm gonna ask you an honest question, Flo. Flo is just have to say F your Cowboys. Your Cowboys destroyed the trade deadline by paying overs. See, he said F y'all. He said you would have been better picking up Migos than Mingo Flo. But I'm gonna say this right here, man. So
it's just I think it was all depth. I think they should have actually gone for something big, maybe a running back, maybe an actual receiver.
Now, if we go back and look at that, if we go back, I want to hit one more thing, and I want to hit do our picks for this week.
Give me the trade deals.
I mean, so we had the Mingo trade deal, then we had the other trade deal with Lattimore going to the Washington. I mean, those were the big ones, man.
What about what was that one? I had it here a second ago. Dang, I lost it.
The other big one was Tre'Davious White going to the Ravens, in my opinion.
Ravens, okay.
The Ravens are really trying to stack up against the Chiefs.
What about Zadarius Smith to the Lions? They got
that one's a good one also. That one is also. I would say if I ranked them all, number 1's Commanders, I'd go number 2 Ravens, and then I go number 3 Lions.
What about the Chiefs getting D-Hop? I mean, that's been a couple of weeks ago. I'm talking about
today's.
Okay, just today. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, those were the big ones for today, man. But Flo, I want to hit you with a question, man, before we do our
Okay, go ahead. Okay, man, go ahead.
I mean, I just want you to be honest, man. An honest assessment of the Cowboys. I mean, now, let me be honest. I'm going to say this right here. From what I saw from Cooper Rush, after Prescott went out, Cooper Rush showed up and looked like good. Now, if you guys can muster up a win against the Eagles, Houston, Commanders, if you can win in 4 weeks with Cooper Rush, what does that say? What does that say? Do you bench Cooper Rush or do you bring Prescott back in? And how do you project the rest of the way of the season?
I mean, to me, the Cooper's got to go 3-1 in these 4 weeks. If we go 3-1, then we got a shot. And I say, if he's playing that well, leave Cooper in. If Dak's not fully healthy, put him another week. If Dak is ready to go in 4 weeks, bring him in, bring him back. I mean, I think he's a better quarterback than Cooper Rush overall. I think he gives us a better chance to win. I think you bring him back if he's healthy. I mean, that's what I say. You bring him back if he's healthy. If Dak's healthy, you bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, especially if Cooper goes 3-1. I mean, if Cooper Rush, let's say that everything goes sideways and he goes 0-4. I mean, you bring in Trey Lance and see what he's got.
See what Trey Lance got.
At that point, the season's over. I mean, if we lose 2 more games, the season's all but over. So Cooper has to go 3-1, and then we see what happens at the end of the season. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, when I put the Cowboys in the NFC, I didn't know we were going to be, hit with, 8, 9, 10 injuries.
Yeah.
To our starters.
You guys got to play with a lot of.
I mean, Jake likes to tout his starters. Oh, poor guy was hurt. This guy was hurt. But our guys get hurt. He doesn't care. It
they
doesn't
were
matter.
getting their ass whooped with their starters in. I just want to add that in. The same situation.
Yeah, it was early in the season. It was early in the season. We weren't getting whooped.
You were getting
halfway through the season by 30 points.
You were getting destroyed by D-Law. With D-Law and Micah Parsons in, you got destroyed by the Saints.
It was early in the season. It was early in the season with a new defensive coordinator.
I don't want to hear
it wasn't midway through the season by 30 points.
That's fine.
Midway through the season. It's too late.
I already proved that theory wrong earlier.
No, you didn't prove it wrong because you didn't prove nothing wrong. You didn't prove nothing wrong.
The Lions last year.
Wrong.
Let's make our pick. Let's make our pick.
Y'all lose today. Y'all lose this weekend.
Wrong.
So I just want to know. And Canteen, I hope you hold them accountable because I won't be on the show on Sunday.
What are you talking about?
I hope you hold them accountable, Canteen, if they lose to the Eagles. And you say, hey, you're at 6 losses. Is it over now? Because he's been screaming and pouting that 6 losses, he'll start being worried now.
Yeah, I'll be worried at 6 losses.
So what? So
I'm honest. I'm an honest broker, Jake. I'm not just a hater, flat out hater like you.
Here's what Jake is saying.
Yes, you are. You're a flat out hater, man. You're hating. We had all these injuries. You don't give us no break for any injuries that we've had on defense. So
no,
go ahead.
With those guys there too, though. Sorry, Flo.
That was early.
You still lost.
It was still early. It was early season with a new defensive coordinator.
The Lions would have destroyed y'all with or without Micah, bro.
I don't think so. I don't. Yeah, that's what you say. That doesn't mean it's true just because you say it.
No, it's fact.
Doesn't mean it's true. No, it's not a fact. That's speculation. That's called speculation.
You've played terrible.
You don't know. You don't know that.
You've played terrible.
And the Ravens destroyed you. You're not a playoff team. You don't get destroyed by 30 halfway through the season.
We've seen that. We've already seen it. I've already proved that wrong.
Well, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. Let's see what you do the rest of the season. Let's see what you do the rest of the season.
I know we'll have a better record than you.
Okay, let's see. I bet you won't.
All right, Flo. So, Flo, I
bet you don't.
You already at 5 losses now. He with Jake 5-4. Let me say this. Let me say this.
You got one less.
Now, Flo, Sunday. It's only gonna be me and you, Omar, and they're gonna be at the game.
Oh, I'll be.
So if you lose Sunday, Flo, don't come here talking about no field. We're not moving field. We're not moving goalposts.
What are you talking about? I never move goalposts. I talk.
If you lose Sunday, just admit y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs and be through with it.
No, I can't even. I said I'm worried if we lose 6 because we only got 1 left to make the playoffs. If we lose 7, we're done.
You lose 6, you ain't worried.
No, I am worried because like 1 more loss and we're done.
They might get rid of Zeke Elliott now. Zeke Elliott don't even want to play for the Cowboys no more. He ain't even want to travel.
What has he done? What has he done?
I'm gonna tell you this, and I heard this on already once. Let me say this real quick.
All right.
It only gets worse before it gets better. Canteen, do you know this?
What?
Next year, the Cowboys cap will have 48% on 2 players, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. That means they cannot get any free agents. They have to really rely on the draft and hope they can get anything from the draft. They can't do much at all. That's why they're practically at the ends meet. They have to pay 48% of their cap to CeeDee
The cap's
Lamb and
gonna go
Dak
up.
Prescott. That's
Cap will
embarrassing.
go up. They'll have to restructure. That's all it is.
Oh,
Restructure
man.
some deals, man.
It only
Restructure
gets
a few
worse
deals.
before it gets better, Flo.
It restructure.
Call a spade a spade.
You don't call nothing nothing. You don't even know what you're calling a spade.
What's
You know what
next?
a spade
called it
is.
from the beginning.
You don't know what a spade is. You called it, but we didn't have all these injuries when you called it.
I said that it didn't matter.
No. You always
way
make
y'all
the
were
stipulation when there's injuries. You always say the guy was injured. This guy was injured. This guy was
No,
injured. So you know,
I'm
I don't
telling
want to
you
hear
now,
that
bro,
you called
the
it.
defense
Nope.
is not that great in
You didn't call
general.
nothing because
I'm
there's
back to back.
injuries.
No.
You can't call nothing.
Team, when they lost the
You
Packers
can't call
last
it.
year, did you notice
You
that
can't
the way
call
they
it.
lost the Packers, they
You
lose
can't
the same
call
exact way this year too?
You can't
It's the
call
same
it. It
thing.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Come
matter.
on.
You can't
Y'all
call
don't start
something
at night
with
now.
injuries.
It's the same thing, man.
It's injuries. It's not the
I
same
got
thing.
spade a
It's
spade.
Injuries. It's not injuries, man. Let's go because Jake just wants to keep hating. He's just a big hater. All right, so let's go. The Chiefs win another. They're undefeated. Last topic, and we'll go into some picks. Can they go undefeated? If not, when do they lose?
not.
When do they lose?
The Kansas City Chiefs gonna lose sooner than later now.
When? Tell me when they're gonna lose.
Let me get to the point.
Okay, get to it.
They might lose Sunday.
Okay.
They might.
You gonna pick it? You gonna pick it to win? Lose? You gonna pick it? You want to call it now?
They got their next two games, the Broncos and Bills.
I'm gonna say this right here. They gonna lose between the next two games.
Okay,
Now,
lose
Jake,
one.
Jake, I'm relying on you
Okay.
here, but Jake, I know you're gonna be in Texas. You're gonna be out there, AT&T, hoorahing and drinking and enjoying yourself.
Thanks for your support, Jake. Appreciate you.
Well, hey, rooting for the Eagles, man. Let's go.
Thanks for your support.
Eagles.
All right, thanks for your support. Buying those tickets.
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm
Okay.
gonna go Broncos gonna upset the Chiefs at home Sunday.
Okay.
27-24. I like Jake
Okay.
them by a field goal. Jake, if y'all win, you better come to the show. You better come to the show. Y'all win Sunday, Jake. You got to come to the show, Jake. For me.
27-20. Y'all gonna win that game, Jake? Go ahead. I mean, we're not really talking about that right now,
I'll
but
say this: there won't be a blowout anymore. This is a close game. This is gonna be
Is
a
that-
close game.
is that the game they lose, or can they go undefeated if they beat y'all?
Now,
No, 'cause
I'm
they
just,
have to play.
now, I was
No
saying,
matter what, we're splitting with it. We still
No
got
matter
the
what.
rest of the time in Denver.
Okay.
I
So
think
are
this
you
game
predicting
will be
they-
close though?
Well, do you win? Is this when they lose a game?
I don't know if we can beat them in Kansas City. Here's what I'll say: if we
So
don't
Buffalo,
beat them,
maybe?
the Bills will beat them. That's what I'll say.
So the Bills
but,
will beat them?
but I'm saying though,
Next game.
Jake them beat the Bills in Buffalo last year.
Yeah, we did.
So I don't know.
Last year. That's last year, though.
Come on, man.
That's
Flo,
with
why you
Russ.
do-
That's with Russ, a better quarterback.
Russ is no. Bo Nix is way better than that. Don't do that.
No, he's not. Look at Russ right now. Russ is cooking
Russ
I'm
had
taking-
us
I'm-
5
I'm
and
with
taking
a better
y'all
with a
Sunday,
better
Jake.
coaching staff on a better
Flo,
with a better
Russ had us
organization.
negative.
Russ
Flo
is
had us
cooking.
negative with the same
Russ is
roster. Bo
cooking.
has us with a positive
Russ
record
is
right now.
cooking
Don't do that.
I'm taking y'all.
because he didn't give him a chance. Sean Payton didn't give him a chance.
Russ is better. Hey, Russ is better than Dak. Y'all need to pick up Russ.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe.
taking y'all Sunday on the road.
I'm not worried
Jake.
about Dak. I don't care what you say about Dak.
I'm taking y'all by 3
It
Sundays.
don't hurt my feelings. It don't hurt my feelings. You think stuff hurts my feelings?
No, I don't hurt anybody's feelings. I just bring up facts. I bring up the Cowboy fans. I make them.
That's all you're doing is trying to hurt feelings. I don't care. It don't bother me.
I just bring up facts on them, man. That's it.
Okay.
I hope y'all get Russ in the offseason.
Yeah, I hope so
y'all
too.
can.
Yeah, better than what you got.
Better than what we got. Rookie
Right now.
QB. We're looking good. Proud of
Okay.
him. 4 or 5
We'll see how he
for
does. We'll see how he does.
Better than
Rest of the
Dak.
season. What are the all right? So you say they lose next week, Ken, and you say they lose the Bills. That's when they lose.
No, I said they're gonna split. I don't know how they gonna if they either gonna win this week or they either gonna win.
Well, you already called it. Okay. I say they win the next two games and then they might run the table to get
All
past
right.
these next two games. All right, so we'll see. Let's pick. You got some picks you want to do, Canteen, or you want me to pick them?
Go ahead, man. Let's roll with let you roll with them. Let's go.
We'll get a few. We're not gonna get to all these. So let's get a few of the good ones. Let's do Bengals at the Ravens. Ravens are the 6-point favorites on Thursday Night Football coming up in a couple of days. What you got, Ken?
I'm going Bengals, man.
Okay. You
I'm,
back,
I'm,
Omar?
the only reason I'm going Bengals.
Okay.
I think Joe Shiesty gonna show up.
Really?
Joe Shiesty and company, they need to win more than anything. If
Bro,
they
it's cold
win
outside.
and it's going and I'm not gonna project the score, They're gonna win by 3. I'm just gonna say they're gonna win by 3 in a close game. I like Joe Shiesty them on the road.
Burr season.
Okay.
AFC North gonna do a spin around, man. Bengals on the road with that win, man.
Really? Okay. What do you got, Omar? Bengals at Ravens?
Yeah. Excuse me for my disappearance. My next door neighbor, she had a clogged pipe she needed unclogged, so I had to go help her out real quick.
Right. Shout out to Omar helping the neighbor out.
Yo, he got a Omar.
Omar, you got to stop, bro. You got to stop.
Oh, I thought you were serious, man.
Flo, come on, man. You know.
I thought he was serious, man.
I'm serious, all right. I'm serious.
Was it really a clock fight? I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
Are you serious, Omar?
Bruh.
I can't even talk.
I thought you were doing a good deed for somebody, Omar. I really thought you were serious, man. Why you do me like that?
No, I'm not serious.
Flo, come on, man.
I thought he was serious, man.
Flo was like, oh, that's very nice.
Very nice of you, Omar.
Of you.
Good job. Thanks for helping out your neighbor. All right. Anyway, let's get back to business here.
Do I look like a plumber?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know you that well, Omar. You could be good at some plumbing. You could know how to work those pipes. You could know how to, fix those pipes. I don't know.
GB, you've been cracking me up the whole time though, because I have to go run. I've been laughing at all his comments while I've been watching. I had to run downstairs and take care of.
Hey, go back to that comment, Flo. What did he say?
Go
ahead,
back up.
Says Omar's been absent since he's been hired by the Raiders as offensive line coach and appointed Jake as offensive coach.
I would
as
too.
a QB coach.
I would.
Man, if you want your football team to win, you better hire me. Somehow. All right.
Yeah.
Bengals at Ravens.
This is a game that the Ravens would lose, isn't it? Isn't this one of those games
like
the Ravens?
Yeah,
feels
the Ravens
like
gonna lose, man.
Just for
feels
some
like
reason
that.
they lose, like a divisional game at home on
It feels that way.
Thursday. I really don't want to pick against them because obviously they are still my Super Bowl pick, and I still think they're a great team. But for some reason, I just have a feeling they lose this game in a close one. Maybe a field goal game. I'll say let's go 20.
Oh, this is your Super Bowl. This is your AFC Championship right here.
It is.
This is a preview of your AFC Championship.
So the Bengals get them earlier. The Ravens will come back. Let me see.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go 28-25 Bengals.
I just saw that. Okay. 2025 Bengals. What do you got, Jake?
I'm going to go Burr season. I think he does it this week. I think they got to do what they got to do to win this game. I think Burrow will outperform Lamar. To beat the Ravens, you need to get up ahead fast and first. And I think when you do that, it gets the Ravens out of their game plan completely. They'll win this game 28-20.
I'm gonna make Flo's favorites. This is my initial picks on this. Flo's favorites comes out every week, right before Thursday Night Football.
I know I've been.
And you lost last week. You lost last week. That's why you didn't say nothing.
No, I didn't.
You did. You lost, man. All right, we'll talk about it later. All right, so right now I am leaning Ravens at this point. I mean, the Bengals, what are they, 4-5? I mean, They haven't beaten anybody. They beat Carolina, the Giants, Cleveland, and Las Vegas. Any good team they've played, they've lost to. So I don't have any faith that the Bengals are going to win this game. I'm not saying Joe Burrow's not going to play well. I think it'd probably be a high-scoring game. But I'm going to have to initially go with the Ravens because the Bengals haven't beaten anybody. They've beaten nobody all year long. So I'm going with the Ravens on this one. All right. So let's see. Any other good games coming up? Broncos, we talked about that, Broncos and Chiefs. What do you got, Omar? I think Canteen took the Broncos. I think they both took the Broncos. Oh, no. Canteen took the Broncos and Jake took the Chiefs, I think. What do you got on this game?
What I have is absolute hatred in all of my heart for everything involved with both of these teams. And I hope like
they both lose, right? That'd be
I hope like China and Russia, they like agree on like mutual like destruction and just like nuke each other and are blown to smithereens to never be heard from again.
Okay, but what do you think the scores actually like back to reality? Back to reality.
I hope dead to dead. That's what I hope.
I know you hope that happens, but what's actually you think is going to happen here?
I mean, Chiefs aren't losing to the shitty ass Broncos. The Broncos aren't good. Are we kidding ourselves? The Broncos are not good. All right, don't let hot take Jake fool you. They're not good. Okay. They're still getting.
Hey, Omar. His little top 5 thing that he lists. He had the Broncos in the top 5 in the NFL.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Same guy that said they didn't make the championship last year. They didn't do that, did they?
Yeah. All right. So. All right. So. I think I got the Chiefs as well on this one.
Got our final say.
Final say. Knockoff of the bottom line. Let's go. All right. So Sunday. Steelers and the Commanders. This should be a good game. Steelers. Russ looking way better with the Steelers than he did with the Broncos. Canteen. What do you like here? Steelers at Broncos or Steelers? Yeah, Steelers at Commanders.
Got Broncos in his head.
Man, hey, right now at this point in the season, man.
Because I said your name, Jake. Calm down.
The Steelers will be humbled, man. The Commanders have done something I haven't seen in quite some time, man.
Wow. Okay.
The Commanders keep winning. The reason they keep winning is because they let Dan Quinn coach the defense, Cliff Kingsbury focus on the offense, and they keep winning. And they added weapons like what's the name? The guy they brought from New Orleans Saints, as an addition to what they're doing.
Marshawn Lattimore.
I like the Commanders by 10. Commanders by 10 in this game right here, man.
You want to answer that, Omar, and then you can call this game?
I agree with Canteen. Everything he said is correct. The Commanders are 4-1 in their last 5, with the only loss being to the aforementioned, high-powered Baltimore. 6-3. They added to their defense, which was the weakness of their defense, was that they had nobody in the defensive backfield. Shout out my boy NFL insider Shane Peter, who called this move yesterday. He said they needed to go and get him, Marshawn Lattimore, and they did. Now they beefed up their back end, and I think the Commanders win this by at least 7. I agree. I don't have.
And what do you think about this question, Omar?
2013. What was the question?
What about this? It's on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
They said, do you feel confident with Norv Turner's appointment, or Omar?
Appointment for what, GB? Come on now. You know better than that. You seem to be a very smart individual, a very intellectual individual when it comes to sports, and I like that. That's why me and you are going to hang out one day whenever I can get there. But what I will say is that Norv Turner is only being brought in because we finally, as I called last week, and I apologize. I don't ever wish anybody to get fired or anything like that, but he's made millions of dollars. He's doing okay. I think last week when I called for Luke Getsy's firing, he got fired. They elevated Norv Turner's son, Scott Turner, to OC. So now Scott Turner is our new offensive coordinator, which is why they're bringing in Norv. Do I feel confident that it would do anything to change us? No. Scott Turner was the OC in Washington. So why would he be any better here?
Okay. What do you got, Steelers at Commanders?
Like I told everybody, guys, and I laugh at it because Flo practically eats his own words. He tried to tell us that Joe Burrow hasn't beaten anybody. Guys, let's look up Russ's 2 games he's beaten. The Jets and the Giants. Congratulations. You beat the Jets and the Giants. You've beaten elite talent. No, you haven't. You got the Commanders now. I told you were going to get this bye week, and now you got to deal with the you got to deal with. Let's see how Russ does now.
They also beat Atlanta and a top 5 Denver, according to you, and the Chargers.
No. Russ didn't do that. Justin Fields did that.
Right, but it's a team sport. It's not a quarterback-driven wins and losses. It is a team sport. It's not a team sport.
Sitting there watching the clipboard.
It is a team sport.
He's watching them play.
The team beat them. They upgraded at quarterback now, so they're even better.
Who has Russ beat? That's great.
I said the Bengals haven't beaten anybody. I didn't say Burrow. I said the Bengals haven't beaten anybody. Okay. Why don't you listen to what I say? I don't do quarterback wins. I don't do quarterback wins. I said he's playing better than he did with the Broncos. That's what I said.
Who has he beaten?
Why don't you listen to what I say, Jake?
Who has he beaten to show you that?
Who has he beaten?
The Jets and the Giants? That's made you feel that
I'm looking at his statistics. And he's playing better.
Well, let's look up his statistics this week when he plays a good defense. I can't wait to see this one. Hey,
let's see what he does. I'm saying he looks better.
Russ is gonna look bad.
All I said is he looks better. Omar, what's wrong with me saying he looks better with the Steelers than with the Broncos? It's true. right?
He looks better after 2 games playing the worst 2 teams in New York.
But he's looked better. He had a whole season he played there. You're
In
muted,
Denver,
Omar.
He won more games in Denver. I don't know how
You're
you
muted,
say that.
Omar. It doesn't matter. I'm saying he looks better. That's all I said. And you're assuming I'm saying
I want to
he's.
see Russ win a meaningful game. Not these
Let's see if his
bums
team
out there
can.
in
It's
New
a
York.
team sport. You win as a team. Go ahead,
Beat
Omar.
the Commanders. Show me you can beat the Commanders, and I think you're going to lose to them. If I'm Dan Quinn, there's one thing that you do not let Russ do. Do not let him out that pocket. Make that boy throw from the pocket. You will see his demise fall right in front of you. He's not a good pocket passer. You keep the outside in, and I know Dan Quinn's a great defense coordinator. He's going to know this, absolutely.
He's a coach. He's not the defensive coordinator.
He's going to tell Russ to throw the ball. Yeah, he is. He's way better than the guys y'all got.
He's not a defensive coordinator. He's a head coach. Stop demoting
What I'm
him.
saying is he is a great defensive coordinator. He is controlling that defense right now. He is. That's his demise. That's his team. That's his roster.
You're just sore because Russ looks better with the Steelers. That's all.
No, absolutely not. Russ doesn't.
Yes, you are.
I just want to call a spade, and I want to see him against.
Well, you don't even know what a spade looks like because you can't call a spade a spade.
Come on, Flo, why you do that man like that?
He don't know what he's talking about. I'm saying Russ. All I said was Russ looks better.
He's played 2 New York teams.
A spade is a spade.
Down and see what he does against.
I know what the damn quote means, Canteen. I meant what did Flo mean when he was like, you don't know what a spade looks like. What does that even mean, Flo?
Oh, okay.
Because obviously he's saying he's calling a spade, but
I got you.
That doesn't mean anything.
Omar,
He's trying to tell me that Russ doesn't look better than he did with the Broncos, and he does, and that's all I said.
No. Flo. I want you to keep that same
size.
energy. Flo, I want you to keep that same energy because they got the Commanders, the Ravens, and then you got the Bengals coming up. I want to make sure we keep these guys there. I want to hear them say Russ looks great after these.
See how excited he gets when he gets it, you get in his head.
No.
Excited.
Not where he's in your head. I'm about to prove something wrong.
No, you're not proving nothing wrong. I'm saying this is a team sport. This is a team sport.
We're gonna see Flo say,
"This is a team sport."
It didn't look so good. It's a team sport. He didn't look so great.
It is a team sport.
Guys. Yo, watch. I'm calling it right now. You watch what Flo says. He gonna blame the team. He gonna blame Russ.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? You're apoplectic, Jake. Calm down.
I love it, bro. I love it. I can already hear you, Flo.
For no reason.
You blame the team why they lose. You ain't gonna blame Russ.
I'm not blaming the team. I'm saying, and you even said, I said Burrow lost and hadn't beaten anybody good. I said the Bengals hadn't beaten a good team. I didn't say Burrow.
Well, we'll see.
All right, let's move on because we're taking too much time on this because you're just having diatribes.
Yes, happy, jubilant, exuberant.
I just can't wait.
Apoplectic would not be the word, so Flo was incorrect with that.
Oh, okay. No, he's apoplectic.
Means to be distraught.
Commanders win 30-20.
He is distraught. He's trying to hide it through laughter.
Happy. He looks pretty
happy. I'm loving this.
Hey, GB, that's not going to make us any better. We're turning into the Chargers. You're right. My bad, Jake. I didn't mean to on you.
Yeah, 30-20. 30-20. Commanders win. I just want to
finally a score from you. Good Lord. All right, I'm right now. I might change the Flo's favorites. I'm leaning toward the Steelers winning this game. They've looked pretty good as a team. I'm leaning toward the Steelers. I said they look pretty good. We'll see how he does. Jaden Daniels has been banged up. Let's see if we can. Those Steelers are going to get after him. I think they got a good D line that can get some hits on him, and he's already shown that he can get banged up. So we'll see what happens. I'm leaning toward the Steelers right now. We'll see what happens. All right. What other games you want to hit while we wrap it up?
I'm good, bro. If y'all want to hit a few more, I'm good. Either way.
Okay. I mean,
there's not really a lot of good games.
Eagles, Cowboys, if you want to. We can't do Sunday night and Monday Night Football.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait till we do Sunday.
Wait till Sunday. What's that?
And 49ers and Buccaneers too.
Okay. What do you got, Ken?
I got the 49ers in that one. I just want to pick them.
Oh, okay. What do you got, Ken?
49ers by 7 on that one, bro.
Okay.
49ers win that one. I already called it. Kyle Shanahan has a week off. Bucks just played OT on Monday Night Football. They're going to lose that game. That's an obvious pick.
Okay.
Niners.
I think the Bucks give them a game. Niners might pull it out. We'll see. I think Bucks give them a good game.
Jets and Cardinals.
Cardinals are at home.
Cardinals at home. Yep. They're favored by 1. What do you got, Ken?
Cardinals by 3, man.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I think so too. I got Cardinals at home.
I got Cardinals also. This ends the Jets' year. This is it. They lose this game, it's over. 7 losses.
Unfortunately, it might be.
For sure.
Might be.
Yeah.
Back it up.
I don't know. I'm leaning toward the Jets. I like the way the offense has looked with Adams for his next another week. I think they've looked pretty good. The Wilsons look good. I think that the offense has looked a lot better. And the Cardinals are up and down. You never know what they're going to get with them. They go as Kyler Murray goes. They go as Kyler Murray goes, and I don't know.
If they were playing in New York, I'd pick the Jets, but they're playing in Arizona.
Okay.
Only reason.
Okay, that's fair, but Cardinals, he's up and down no matter where he plays. So I'm leaning Jets right now. Let's go. Eagles Cowboys, that'll be the last one. We'll wrap it up, and then we got Sunday Night Football, and we'll bring it up on the Sunday Surge. Ken, what
Eagles,
you got, Philly?
Eagles Cowboys, Flo. Man,
Yep.
You guys are in a tough position, man, at home.
Yep.
But I'm gonna give you a little grace today. I'm gonna give you a little grace this week.
It's up to you. Then pick who you want, man. Don't.
I'm gonna give you a little grace.
Don't feel bad for me.
No.
Okay.
It's not even about you. It's about what I saw.
Okay.
Man. I think Cooper Rush can try to put something together. You guys will win at home, 27-20. I like Dallas at home, and I like Cooper Rush taking the helm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because earlier I talked about how the Ravens losing to the Bengals just seems like one of those games that would happen, and this seems like one of the games that the Cowboys would win. Right? Dak gets hurt. Cooper Rush comes in as the backup, and somehow, some way, he goes out and throws for 250, 300 yards, and the Cowboys win the game. And plus, I want my dad to be happy and us to have a good trip to watch a great game. Right, Jake? Because I'm going to be there with you, baby.
Hey, we won last time you were there, right?
Are you going there, Omar?
We won last time you were there.
We are going. We just confirmed.
Hey, so y'all need to link up, man.
Y'all need to link up, take a picture or something.
Are you going to be there on Saturday? I'm coming Sunday.
I'm coming Sunday.
All right. Well, we either need to link up before the game.
Yeah, I'm there the whole day, bro. I'm not going.
Hey, Omar, you want to link up? You want to link up with that same tailgater?
That's what y'all need to go to, that same tailgater, man.
I do, but the problem is that the game is at 3, and the area that we're getting into where my boy works opens at 12. So we got to be there at 12. Okay. So it's like, unless they do a Saturday tailgate, do it after the game, it wouldn't really make sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think they're doing Saturday.
Hey, Flo, that was cold.
Hey, ask Jake if he might want. Oh, he's going Sunday. Can you want to go to that tailgate? It's like $30, and you get all you can drink and eat.
All you can drink, bro.
What time is it at?
It's all day. Starts at 11.
Start then.
They're there all day.
Omar, hit me up, and I'll probably go up there.
Well, I'm not going to go to. I can't go to the tailgate because I got to be up at my other spot.
But this guy's good. He's a Cowboy fan, but he's real good.
Take all the food.
The tailgate was really dope. Yeah. No, we'll have to catch up. We'll have to catch up after the game.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm there till Monday.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. Give him that info. Give Hot Take Jake that info for that guy. Canteen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it for you, Jake.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a dope tailgate though. It was like $60. All you could drink, all you could eat.
All you can drink.
Man. Yeah, I think it was I thought it was like 40 or 50.
No, it was like 40 bucks.
It was good.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, it was pretty good.
Let's go.
Yeah, me and my brother.
All right, go. What do you got? Eagles, Cowboys.
This game depends on one thing.
Omar.
Oh,
I already said that. I already said Cowboys win.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you finished your. I couldn't tell if you finished because we got into that diatribe.
This game depends on one thing only.
Okay.
Does AJ Brown play? AJ Brown is the heart and soul of the Philadelphia Eagles. When he's not on the field, their offense is not that great, and the Cowboys have a chance. If AJ Brown is there, this will be a destruction. This will be the end of the Cowboys. They will win probably 40 to 20, some crap like that.
Wow.
But if AJ Brown's not there, I still believe the Eagles will win, but it will be a very, very close game, 23-20. Eagles eke out a win.
I think as of now he is doubtful.
It says day to day with his knee injury.
So it's a game time decision, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now I'm leaning Cowboys. They have to win this game, so it's a must win for them. Cooper Rush tends to come out and have a couple of good games, so I got that on my side. I don't think CeeDee Lamb's going to play those. So the only caveat I have is that Cooper Rush plays with these second, third string guys all the time. So he's got a good chemistry with them. So I think even if CD's not there, it's not bad because Cooper always plays with these guys. So they probably have a pretty decent chemistry. I think Cowboys pull this out in a close one. I'll do it my close favorites later, but I'm leaning Cowboys on this one and a close game. I think at home, finally getting their first home win and a must win for the Cowboys this season. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. Let's put in the outro music and get you out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you join the Facebook group. Yeah, there you go. At the bottom
Another
line
great
sports.
Go like, subscribe, comment, even if you're on the repeat.
Oh,
go check
my
it out.
goodness, DB. I have never seen something in my life like that. Jumping backwards over somebody.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Saquon, man.
That was a crazy thing.
Leapfrog.
Me, Jake says that AJ's the heart. I think Saquon right now is the heart of that team.
Their
Saquon
offense doesn't do well without AJ.
It would lose more games without Saquon because they don't have to rely on Jalen Hurts because they got that good, great running game.
Saquon, the sorry ass Giants. Suck it.
Hey, thanks for everybody. Check out Ball and Buds. Where's it? Let me take this comment down so you can see Jake here.
Ballandb.
All right. See you next time, Ball and Sports. Go check out Ball and Buds. Go check out Omar over there, Ball and Buds. He has a good show. Go check out the Final Say knockoff of the Bottom Line Sports over there with Jake.
No knockoff.
The Final Say, as Omar likes to say, the Final Say is a knockoff of the Bottom Line Sports.
No, I said the name was a knockoff.
Oh, Flo, you gotta stop. You gotta be stopped, Flo.
Hey, the name, my bad, Omar. The name is a knockoff.
We'll have a special time. We're gonna go. We won't be on tomorrow. We'll be on the day after, guys. Matt was sick. Hopefully he gets better. We get it going.
All right, you better, Matt. And who's it? Juan? The other guy, Juan.
Shout
out to those guys. Hey, do they come watch the show? Tell them to come watch the show. Don't invite them to the show. Like at least watch it. Maybe guess. Yeah, man. Share the show with some people. All right. We'll see you next time. The Bottom Line Sports.
Puerto Rico is not garbage. We love you. Boricua.
Boricua. Woo. Peace, baby. If you haven't voted, it's too late. It's too late to vote now. Unless you're on the West Coast. Well, maybe they're close too, right? They're close. Shout out. See you next time, Bottom Line Sports, baby.
If you are not in line about
See you next time. I'll be back there if you want to hang out. I'll be back for a few minutes. See you next time, Bottom Line Sports. Peace.